What's up, everyone? Let's see, today we're gonna see if we can't fix my rework station. A while ago the hot air gun quit, and it's just the heating element. I tore it apart and I kind of fixed the heating element because I couldn't find my spare. This is the one I keep on my little cart so I can wheel it around and you know, work on stuff wherever I want instead of trying to haul that one or this one around and stick it wherever, you know. I know a smaller one would work better, but I like having my rework station, the hot air gun, right there with me so I can heat up and shrink tubing when I'm soldering wires and that together on pinball machines and that. It works better for me. It might not work for anyone else, but it works good for me. This is a 853d, and from what I can gather, it's a Gordak. And then I went over yesterday. I was going to start working on the score reels, getting them soldered in for top 10. And lo and behold, I turned on my soldering station, and that's all I get. I have two of these, so I pulled the soldering gun out and took it over and hooked it up to my other one, and it did the same thing. So I know the heating element's bad in it, in the soldering iron, and in the hot air station. Well, by the way, this one has an onboard power supply. That's what you can. I think it goes up to like 15 volts, so you can test that. It has a tester on it, and that, you know, output and test voltage, but you know, the little bitty meter on it's not really worth messing with as far as testing wise goes, you know, unless that's all you have, then it's fine. My digital multimeter is more what I like to use, and you can read it and move it around all over the place. These are nice for just sitting on a bench and using them the way they are. You can adjust your airflow as far as, you know, higher or lower. You can adjust your temperature on either one. And they're nice. This is my old one. This one I've had, probably 8, 9 years, and it finally, everything started crapping out on it. Not the way it normally goes. But I had one out here. I was using it out here, and then I had one in the house that I was using for other things on something else I was doing in there. So I brought that one out. That one I've been using. This one sits on my little cart, because like I said, it was just the soldering iron that was working, and I couldn't find my spares. When you buy these, they come with a spare heating element for the hot air station and the iron. Well, I dug yesterday and I found them because I really need it. Why I say I think it's a Gordak is because it's for a Gordak instrument 936A. This is a 853d, but you look these up, and the 936A is just a soldering station, but it's the same exact thing. Only all you have is, you know, a little bit like that down. You don't have this. It's just a regular soldering station. So this one will work because this is what came with it. And right with it was 850A instruments. This is the heating element for our hot air workstation. Rework. And same thing, you know, it doesn't match up, but the difference is the 850A is just a rework station. No soldering iron. So, but, you know, so both of these will work on here. It's just that's the way they are. I looked them up. These are both still available on eBay. This one's like $5.47, shipped from China. And this one, I don't remember what the hell the price was on that one. I think that one was right around $8 or $9 for that one. You could find it. So we're in good shape. Now we can get this fixed up so I can continue to work on our top 10 instead of dragging that off the bench. Alright, I'm going to get you set up. Like I said, you know, you can see this won't heat up at all. And the soldering iron is stuck at 127 Fahrenheit. And it does not heat up. So let me get you set up and we're going to tear into this and see if we can fix it. I think the first thing we'll do is work on our soldering gun. God, I want to keep calling it a soldering gun, but it's a soldering iron. Let's see. See, 24 volt, 50 watt. 24 volt, 50 watt. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it, but we have these two wires, our red and our blue one, that we have to unsolder. Why? You know, it doesn't make sense. You buy a soldering gun, iron, so you can solder. And they send you extra heating elements for it. Well, they send you extra heating elements, but guess what? They're soldered in. And you need to change it because it's bad and you don't have a soldering gun or iron because the one you need to fix doesn't work. Get these kind of straightened out. Yeah, I have a little help today. From the looks of it, those two ones with the clear one's a little shorter than the other, so we can do it that way. Alright, let's see. We'll move out to here. It's these two that we need to unsolder. It'll be red, blue, and then our two clears. red. Blue. Red, blue, and then clear, clear. Yes, I know you're down there. Yes, I hear you. Okay, here's our old one. There's two notches here and here that sit down on that little circuit board. And red and blue, red, man. Barely, that red barely reaches. Let's see if we can't straighten the kinks out of the wire a little bit. Let me get that straightened up before we try and put that back. Alright, I think I'm gonna clean the solder out of those solder points so we can kind of, there we go, so we can kind of push them through. This is just one of those cheap solder suckers. If I don't have a whole bunch to do, I just grab it instead of firing up the big one. Alright. That's the new one. Okay. I straightened out those wires so we can oops. Well, come on. Okay. So we have, let's kind of do this in order here. Let's start from the back. Wrong one. Wrong hole. Other clear. And blue. Like the red one, they sure could have given us a little more. Okay, I don't know what happened. I think my SD card crapped out on me, so I had to redo. It's kind of hard to redo putting it together, but now I have it set on 480, and I need my solder again. Let that heat up. And looky there. Now we have a working soldering iron. Good. My digital readout has always been goofy on that one. Alright, now we need to turn that off, and let's take this apart. Let me see if I can remember. I think that, and then I think just the 2 screws. You didn't care about soldering iron anyway. You wanted to see this. Okay, here's our little blower. Let's see. Been a while since I've messed with this one. Let's see. Here we have that. This actually has a plug on it. So it wouldn't be there, but it's in this mess right here. This thing gets, you know, hot enough to, there we are, to melt solder. So everything in here is going to be kind of I know we don't have any more of that, and this may not even be the right one. It's what came with it. I do know that. What a mess. Alright, let's, yeah, you can see, I think it is this one right here. Yeah, see, that one's broke off, or maybe not broke, but cooked. But I don't think that's the right one. No, it's way too small. I don't think it's, the other one's the exact same thing, and that's what comes with them. So what we can do, if I can get this my kitty. She found something to play with. She's about 15, 12. I know 12 anyway. But half the time she acts like a kitten. Worse now, because she's the only one left. Yeah, you. Let me work at this a little bit and see if I can't get that black. It's shrink tubing. If I can get that pulled back, we may be able to find out where that wire come off, and we may be able to repair this one. Okay, the connection is just a little brass tube that the wire goes in. You crush them together. You can't use solder because, you know, this gets hot enough to melt solder. And when I took this apart, everything just kind of fell apart. I had to snip the shrink tube so I could get it down over. And as I was going to say, if any of you have ever messed with an electric clothes dryer, this is basically the same thing. You have a heating element, which is that wire, and that's what heats up and gets red hot. Well, on the clothes dryers, I need tweezers. On the dryers, you can, and this is usually where they go bad, is right at the connection. And you can stretch them a little bit. And like I said, usually they're either spot welded or you have these crimps. I'm not a big fan of these. I mean, but they work. Put him in there. And there's our connection. Step over here, maybe I can get you to see a little bit better what I'm trying to get this all put back. So it kind of holds. Alright, we should be good. This, yeah, what's left of this is actually just to help keep some heat off of the tube. As you can see, it does get a little warm. We got some of it up in there. It'll help anyway. Let's see, we got, there's a guide hole. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? It just burns the coil right out again. Wish that other one would have been the right one, but mess the hell out of there. Get you down. Alright. So let's see if it heats up. And there she goes. Yeah, she's heating up. Oh yeah. Yeah, hold it over there by the plastic, huh? Ow, yep. And it cools back down. Slowly, but it will. Eventually. Alright, so now we have our working soldering station again. Rework station. Changed out heating element in the soldering iron. Missed some of that because something happened to my SD card, so kind of bear with me on this video. But you seen it was pretty straightforward. Unsolder it and solder the new one in. No big whoopee. Our heating element for our rework was the wrong one. I don't know what that's for then, because I know that one's the same. Okay, anyway, so now we fixed that one. We fixed the heating element in that, so we're good to go there too. So now we can get back to work on our the score reels. I keep thinking about that score motor because that's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video for what it was. And I hope to see you on the next one. And don't forget about my affiliate links and my store if you want to help out the channel. What really helps out the channel is if you hit the like button and leave me a comment. They're saying now that comments have a lot to do with how the channel performs as well. So even if you just type in thanks or, you know, okay, that was good, whatever, just leave me something. Until the next one, I hope to see you there. Until then, see ya.